Good afternoon, one and all. This is the first video in a series of videos which aim to explain the concept of internal assessment in the IB Diploma program for the subject of computer science. What is internal assessment? The name that is given for the computer science internal assessment officially is the solution. What is required for a student to do for this solution is to create a software which solves a real world solution or real world problem for a real world client. So the client is not supposed to be someone who doesn't exist. So it's actually very easy to find out if a client really exists or not. And if you look at the weightage for the internal assessment, it accounts for about 30% of the SL and 20% of the HL grades. Now the total number of marks that the internal assessment is evaluated for is 34, and it has 5 parts which are termed as criterion A through criterion E. An overview of the internal assessment component. This accounts, as I said, for 30% of the standard level grade and the 20% of the HL grade. It consists of 5 parts, and the most important part you need to understand in this is your internal assessment documentation cannot be more than 2000 words. So there are certain things which are not counted under the word count, but of course you need to stick to that 2000 words. Now, as an overview, you have criterion A through criterion E, as I explained earlier. Criterion A is planning, which accounts for 6 marks. Criterion B is a record of tasks or the ROT, and the design, which is again accountable for 6 marks. Criterion C is development, which has the highest amount of marks for any given criterion in the internal assessment, which is 12 marks. Criterion D, functionality, is actually a video that has to be recorded, which cannot be more than 7 minutes. Criterion E refers to the evaluation of the product, which is again for 6 marks. Now, if you look at the grade boundaries, these keep changing every year, very slightly of course, but on the whole, if you see, they are roughly this particular grades or the boundaries for how many ever marks you secure, the corresponding grade is what is awarded to the student. So if you secure anywhere between 0 to 6 marks, you will be given grade 1. Of course, nobody falls into that. Anything you do come across within this particular range, 4 to 7, is actually very good for your overall grade. Thank you, and wait for the next video which explains each criteria in detail. All the best.